WIBTA if I send my daughter to fat camp. I just got in a huge argument with my ex-husband about this. My 14-year-old daughter Abby just hit 210 pounds. This started about 1.5 years ago when me and my ex's divorce was finalized. Growing up, Abby was always an average weight until we went 50-50 on custody. When we were together, I would do the cooking and shopping. We ate a pretty good diet with some junk food thrown in. The divorce was kinda messy, but we sent the kids to therapy and it was doable. Abby started gaining weight when we went 50-50. At the beginning, I just thought it was gaining weight before a growth spurt. That wasn't the case. At my house she was eating okay, but at her father's it is all junk food. He doesn't cook, and to make it worse he lives by if it is on your plate you eat it. So in short, he is giving her way to big portions of crap. I have talked to him so many times. I have tried to let her serve her own food amount, instead of him loading up her plate. He will not budge. I got Abby into sports, which she enjoys for the most part, but it's not enough to stop the weight gain. I went to the doctor and nutritionist, and it comes down to her basically eating 3 times the calories at her father's place. So since Abby likes soccer, I found an overnight camp from Friday night to Sunday night, the days that he usually has Abby. Abby seemed on board with the idea, and this way her dad will not be feeding her, even really seeing her for the next couple of months. I informed him of the camp and that Abby wants to do it. It was a big argument that he circled around to her weight. He accused me of sending her to fat camp. So I ate a edit. I am talking to lawyers to try to get custody changed, or at least a food clause in the agreement. NTA because Abby wants to lose the weight. If she prefers going somewhere with healthy food and time to exercise over her father's house, where it sounds like he's using food to punish her, then she should be supported. However, I think you and Abby need to talk to a judge about this, and see if you can get full custody or a more healthy arrangement for Abby. I would say WIBTA because this basically eliminates his custody time for months. What parent would be okay with that? Would you be on board if it meant you didn't get to see your daughter for months? Just take him to court if that's your intention. She needs a therapist to talk to help stick to her plan, and someone to talk to. EHS. Your daughter is clearly struggling with your divorce and possible has an eating disorder, which often come from feelings of no control or loss, and you are worried about a summer camp. Please get your daughter the help she needs for her mental health. Nah, but you're putting a band-aid over a bullet wound. You need to tackle the base of the problem, because once she's back home, things will go right back to how they were before. See about making exercise more available and appealing for her on a daily basis. Try to tackle the issue of her father not cooking and not offering healthy alternatives. Try giving her gift cards for healthy food delivery, or encouraging your ex to cook. Or sending healthy snacks with her to take at the very least. YTA. How is this camp going to change how she eats at her dad's house, which you claim is the real issue? Once camp is over, she's right back where she started. How are you going to make up his custody time? You're arranging this purposefully to keep your child away from her father and to prevent him from having his allotted custody time with her. He can, and maybe should, take you to family court and get this addressed. It isn't fat camp, it's soccer camp, and your daughter has expressed a desire to go. So, NTA. However, this isn't an effective long-term solution to the problem you actually have, which is that your ex is not providing a safe environment for the kid during his custody time. If Abby is also distressed by the weight gain, it could lead to an eating disorder like bulimia. You probably need to contact your lawyer and talk through what your options are. Depending on what state you are in, Abby can make a request for custody review on grounds of abuse, neglect, or inability to properly take care of a child. But that really needs to be driven by her, not you. Alternatively, she's 14, she's old enough to take a stand for herself. Make her own meals while she's there, or bring some home-packed meals and eat them instead of whatever takeout he gets. He's wrong for the danger this is to the daughter's health, but you're wrong for putting your daughter in the middle of a fight with your ex-husband. If you have issues with how he handles his custody, go back to court. Don't persuade your daughter to do something in her father's time. Have her do it on your time because that is how custody is supposed to work. What you are doing is underhanded and will cause more issues.